I'm going to start talking about Nexa's growth formula. And what we're going to talk about today, it's not rocket science. What we're going to talk about is our philosophy and what went behind creating Nexa and turning it into what it is today, which everybody in this room had a part of. For those of you that don't know, Mike and I started this back in 2017. So it's been a short time, but it's been a great run. All right? Doers do. I want you to understand something. Doers do. You can't be afraid in this business, right? This market right now, there's all, people, oh my God, it's so hard right now. I'm gonna take a few months off, maybe come back in 2023. We heard that during COVID too.
So Matt talked about where Nexa came from, what we're about now, how it is that you get to the future, but Renato and I are gonna show you the future. All right, so we're gonna go over 4 basic topics today, right, on LO support. First, we're gonna show you how we simplify the process. We're gonna show you about how we're gonna move into communication. The communication I think you guys are gonna be happy about. We're gonna show you the education portal system, and then we're gonna show you how the heck we're gonna dominate the entire market with this platform for you. And it's gonna benefit every single one of you that chooses to benefit from it directly.
And we're trying to make it as simple as possible to engage with all parties involved, with all different lenders. As a broker, we talked about being complicated at first. It's complicated because you have like 150 logins on different lenders that you need to log in and keep track of things that are happening. So we're simplifying it and introducing, and I'm going to walk you through some slides just real quickly to show you what typical submission or not communication process looks like. I would also say this, you guys give us the best ideas. How can we help you build your business? It comes down to that. And we will do everything we possibly can to make it easier, simplify your business, help you grow, help you build your pipeline, help you be organized, get more reviews all over. All of that will help you, will help build your brand with consumers, with the realtors, and that's how we want to dominate. And I hope you guys like it.
The baller himself in person. Guys, we have Jason Dupont who's going to come up on the stage and talk about how to generate and earn realtor business. I've been doing this for quite a few years, 96, 97, and my boss, when I first got in the industry, told me if you want to make yourself recession-proof, focus on purchase business. We're going to talk a little bit about connection today, but sometimes when I ask this question, I get the answer of, well, my clients, I never lose them because they never shop me. I believe there's a place for discipline. I'm not trying to say there's no place for it. And I believe the entry level is what I have on the screen right now is motivation. I believe sometimes people go to motivational speakers, they come out rah, 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 and then they go home and do nothing. And that's kind of why this whole conference is on that hashtag take action. For those of you who've done videos with me, I'm yelling take action into the camera, right, with you. If you want to be the top in anything, discipline alone is not going to get you there. There's been tons of times I've had a first caller like, it doesn't go that well, but with the follow-up, it turned into an amazing, amazing relationship. It's relationship driven, and part of relationship is frequency. Like, one call's only a little bit of frequency, but if I keep in front of them, it makes a difference.
Like Josh said, my name's Chris Mazzillo. I'm Divisional Vice President at NewRez, formerly Caliber. We've been doing business since day one with Nexa. He's a lead producer and managing partner for Rock of Ages. He is the highest rated speaker and trainer for over 25 years in mortgage and real estate. And Barry's Certified Mortgage Advisor course is renowned for elevating the level of professionalism and mortgage knowledge in our industry.
Put your hands together for the one, the only, Barry!
Hey, everybody. Good morning. How are you guys? What's your only defense if inflation starts eating away? How are you going to make that mortgage saleable to somebody else if they know the fixed payment's going to be eaten away more rapidly? What do you tell them? I'm going to raise what? Raise the rate. Recessions are important to understand. I'm very, very proud of the fact that we called the previous recession that happened in January 2020 before COVID, before anybody did, and actually people made fun of me when we called it correctly. Let me ask you something. Is it money that motivates you? Why not? Don't ever be embarrassed to want to make a lot of money. Be the best version of yourself is what I think. Are you the best version of you? Your interaction with the person you love most. Was your last interaction the best version of you? You know, sometimes we kind of screw that up. We'll course correct, just fix it and make it right. Okay? Was it the best version of you? Are you trying to be the best version of you?
Matt Ishbia!
So glad to be here with you guys. Thanks for having me. Very excited to talk about a couple of things. Before I get into it, so many great things already. I've only been here for a couple hours, hearing Barry speak. You got to get notes. You got to take things. Everyone's getting takeaways. Talking to Mike and Matt about all the great things you guys are doing in Nexa. Man, you guys got to be pumped up. This is an awesome opportunity. So it's an honor to be here with you. I'm going to spend about 45 minutes going through some things. My goal is that when you walk out of here in 45 minutes is you write one thing down, two things down that you're going to go back and do different in your office, whether it's a Monday, whether it's on Saturday, and start changing your business in one little way. If you can pick up an inch, we'll get better. Start right now. October 21st, whatever today is, let's do it right now. Take the idea you got from whether it's Barry, whether it's from me, whether it's from Mike, from Matt, from the panelists later, Dave, take it and start doing it on Monday and try it. And if it doesn't work, change it. Try something new. Keep moving. Stick with it. Consistent. You know, that's the key to be successful. I'm telling you right now, Nexa is going to the sky, okay? Yeah, you give a round of applause. It's coming, because that's what's coming. I feel great about it, and I know it's tougher now, but lean in. Don't back out. Lean in. Lean in right now, and I promise in 24, 25, maybe even 23, we're gonna have a heck of a time celebrating together. I appreciate you guys. Dominate your day. Thank you for having me.
I want to say first things first, I saw a lot of people here this morning, which tells me those SMP hangover kits came in clutch, didn't they? So part of our process at SMP, every one of our processors is required to make a welcome call to your borrowers early on in the loan process. We feel this is essential to establish that connection up front to provide that exceptional service.
If you get one deal every other month just because of that, or one deal every 3 months just because of that, and then you get a deal every other 3 months because of something else, you're picking up extra deals every month.
Yep.
It's big picture.
Hey, growth is growth, right? Growth is growth. Absolutely. With your mention of mortgage support yesterday, I wanted you to talk on how powerful it is to have your processors available live in Zoom and access to those realtors.
Well, look, we announced LoanOfficerSupport.com. We're going to MortgageSupport.com for the consumers and for the realtors, right? So when you have realtors and consumers, for that fact, logging on because they're frustrated with the previous company, and if you decide to take advantage of that, or you can just tell your realtor, hey, go there, click you'll have an icon on there regardless if you have a logon, whether you're online or not. But they can actually, then they'll have access to the processors as well that are live or that are in there. So your realtors can go in there and talk to an actual processor, or your realtors can go in there and find the processor on the file, see if they're live, right? You can ask your processor to live up to a little bit better expectations and stay live throughout the day. That way your processor can be committed to your success as well by doing these things. So if you might be out in the field doing sales, your processor is sitting live on video.
So a lot of you know me for the I Love Mortgage shirt, right? And so what I did right there was two things. Can anybody tell me what those are? When you do your marketing, you have to have something that grabs attention, that gets people to stop and go, oh, what is this? Every piece that you can do. The second thing is branding. Always be branding. In the last 3 years as being a broker, that's when we really put our brand in place. We've done over $1 million of actual take-home revenue. So over 330 units, which doesn't sound like a lot. But when you factor in how much I work, I make a lot per hour. So I work on average about 4 hours a day. Yeah, so we have the private Facebook group. So in there you ask all your questions. I like people to ask all their questions in there if they're in the master class because everybody can learn from it. So I'm big on like group learning, and we can all learn from each other.
Okay, my phone is going over here, so anybody don't get the smart idea that you're going to call me and I don't answer my damn phone. I'm a little busy right now. For those of you who don't know that, that's my tagline: answer your damn phone. This is the time. Just like Barry and Matt said this morning, this is the time that you make new relationships. This is the time you put your foot on the gas pedal, and this is when you grind it out. But go out there, everywhere you go, remind people what you do. The valet out here, if you valet parked, when you tip them, give them your card. The dealer at the blackjack table, tip them, give them your card. Find a different way to reach them. Be different, be outside the box. If any of you take a loan from me because of what I've said on stage, tell me, because that's the coolest thing ever. If I taught you how to beat me, that's a compliment. So, again, find your why. And the final thing I'm going to leave you with, answer your damn phone.
Everybody excited to be here? Woo! The initial topic on this was actually how to put asses in the seats, but we kind of made it a little conservative. So here's what we're going to cover today, and this is going to be a highly interactive session. I'm just here to show you it's super easy to be able to get into the classroom and then attract agents, and you do that through social media and relationships that you have. So, and then we're going to talk about how fortune's in the follow-up. So here's just the basics. This is not rocket science when you're teaching. You just have to come up with something that works that you're good at. Everybody did a lot of refinance in 2020, 2019, 2021. Go back to your title partners and start there. That's going to be the number one thing to do. This is what you want to do. Connect with the title or real estate company. Title will blast their database, and it's even better if they help call, like I talked about. Title's the neutral ground. Pick a date. Don't be lazy on this. You need to have it 30 to 45 days out. If you try to rush the date, it doesn't work. I've done it several times. Just did that in California. It was a 2-week notice. People have plans. They want to be a planner on an event for like a lunch and learn to set that up. So don't be lazy on it.
All great points. I can tell you this, right now, I've heard it different ways. And Jeff kind of follows the same philosophy of time blocking, right? So the one thing that I found really hard as a loan officer to do was to compartmentalize my day. You're going to go through them pretty quick, right? If you want to put a solid 8-hour day into it, which is not enough in the mortgage industry, but you were going to work 8 hours, you've already called those leads probably about 15 times each.
So what would
organized?
What would a Monday look like? Tuesday? Like, let's get into the nitty gritty, right?
I mean, they're all different. I mean, it's like I said, we're out the door at 5 a.m. We get back 6:30. From there, he gets ready for school. I shower and get ready for the day. At 7:45, we have a meeting with my loan officers and loan officer assistants. We go through the whole pipeline. After that, me and Jason have a meeting to set up the day. And then from there, we kind of transition into another meeting, believe it or not, for our business development, so they can update realtors every day with what's real.
About time management, if you're not doing this, you need to, because I got called out on a coaching call because I was late. Don't be late to appointments, right? That's like the rookie mistake. He told me it's like a rookie mistake, right? And so one of the things he told me is like 30 minutes before you start your day, you're gonna look at your schedule and you're gonna figure out if you have any conflicts. You shouldn't have, because you are looking at your schedule in the morning and at night. So 30 minutes before, you look at your schedule and you check emails very quickly.
Tony Conbrock, I'm with New Res. I guess right off the bat, just real quickly, I'll address the fact that recently, or I guess a year ago, we went through a merger of New Res. And from a wholesale perspective,
So my name's Alan Maydew, and I'm the Executive Vice President of Sales at United Wholesale Mortgage. So you got we do the two clap.
Can we get a Ric Flair?
When I introduce Addie, but just real quick, so I've been at UWM for about 16 years. When I started there, we were about 15 to 20 people. And just wanted to
for everybody that I don't know out there, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Matt, for this opportunity up here. Letty Perez, a lot of similar to you guys. I started 20 years ago in the business, a lot like you guys. I was an originator in 2002 and 2005. I opened my broker shop, and then as crazy as it sounds, in 2008 is when I decided to go electric. And my focus and idea was back then at some point I will serve the wholesale community and come from it.
You're turning raving fans into referral partners. If you're spending money on advertising, great. But how many word of mouth referrals have you gotten over the last 18 to 24 months? And if that number is small, why? You have time right now to address whatever your pain points were with you, your staff, your follow-up, your CRM, your tech, whatever that was. So when these people are up here saying you need to work on yourself, and it's like, what are you doing? I don't know, what weren't you doing the last 18 to 24 months?
I'm so honored to be able to speak to you. I was listening to Leroy earlier, and let's give him a tremendous round of applause for the presentation he did. I want you to think about your reasons. What is it that drives you? What brought you here? Because in order to be at the top of your game and be able to achieve the goals that you want to achieve, one of the most important things, I want you to write this down, is faith. Fortify your faith. Because faith not tested can't be trusted. And here it is, write this down. This is major. People don't buy from you, they buy into you. So when you look at your business, look at filling your meetings, look at increasing your revenue, looking at taking your performance to the next level, you want to leverage your communication skills. I want you to write this down, communication power. You, let us say this together. Distract, dispute, and inspire. But there's something in you that you're different. You're willing to invest in yourself. There's something in you. Some of you in this room, and I don't need you to stand up, who couldn't afford to be here, but you said, you know what? This is a Nexa event. I can't afford not to be here. Give yourselves a round of applause. Come on, bring it up. Father, we give thanks for this time. We ask that you bless the leadership, the staff, and everyone who's made this possible, and everyone that's in this room. Touch their lives and their families' lives, their friends and their clients, and always remind us of ourselves. We can do nothing, but with you, all things are possible. We thank you for this time, and remind us that we were born and preserved for such a time as this. These are the Nexa's ambassadors of hope, and we give thanks, and so it is. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
This guy is the one that caused the dream of Nexa for me to become the reality. And he gave me his free videos and his awesome mixtapes. Dude, his mix, I don't know if those are still available on download, but you got to get his mixtapes. Those are awesome. But this guy was the reason that I got up at 3 in the morning, because he told me I had to get up. He told me I had to get up early, right? And he's the reason that I had to work for multiple days in a row on end with no sleep. And he's the reason that earned me the right to get here, man. And there is nobody that I am more excited to announce than Eric Thomas to speak at our event this year again and motivate you guys up.
Mic check one. Uh-oh, I hear it. Mic check one. All right, I hear it. A little bit more volume. Mic check one. Mic check one. Mic check one. All right. Hey, real quick before you guys sit down. Real quick before you sit down. Let me tell you why I'm so excited about, this opportunity, because, if I was to do the same presentation in a third world country, it wouldn't work. Okay, please write this down. Workers don't get paid, thinkers do. I'm just being honest with you. We live in a country where, if you work hard, if you work hard, the person that's not working hard, but the person that's thinking and is coming up with ideas, that knows how to implement those ideas, that knows how to scale, that's the person that's going to make the money, and they're going to decide how much you make. When it gets hard, you give up. And I'm telling you, there is no industry that you cannot not be successful at. But you cannot be successful when you solve. You cannot be successful when you quit. You cannot be successful when you give up. You'll be able to go to a whole nother level. Write that down. Man, I need to increase my phenomenal will. Now watch this. Mental toughness is the ability to resist, to manage, and to overcome doubts, worries, and concerns, and circumstances that prevent you from succeeding or performing under pressure. That's where most of you go wrong. That's what makes the great great. The greats can perform under pressure. Just being real. Here goes some of y'all problem right here. We could stop right here. Mental toughness is the ability to resist. Some of you cannot resist, manage. Some of you, when things go hard, you can't manage, overcome doubt. Some of you in this room, every time something go wrong, the first thing you do, I can't do it. The industry ain't, they can't, won't. Yeah. You start whining away all your success. You start crying away all your opportunities. You go into the door, the reason why they ain't buying, because they can tell in your spirit you're a quitter and you're a doubter, and they don't want you on their team. It's your problem. You need to get in the mirror. You're looking out the window, blaming everybody, looking at the sky and the sun. That don't matter. Go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I can, I will, I must be the best in this industry. I can, I will, I must be the best in this industry. They've already set me up for success. They already gave me every training I need. They gave me the plan I need and the system they need. They gave me everything I need to be successful. The only person that's messed up is me. Get in the mirror and look at yourself and say, I can, I will, I must. I don't have an option. I ain't going nowhere else. This is the best company. This is the most qualified company. This is the company I'm supposed to work for. This is the company that believes in me. This is the company that gave me a chance. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, I will not stop. I will not quit. I will not surrender. I can, I will, I must. Say it with me. Come on. Come on. Let's practice right now. I can, I will, I must. Come on. I can, I will. Come on. I must. I can means you have the ability to do it. Say it. I can. Come on. I can. Because I can. You missed that. I can because I can. You have the ability. I will because I'm strong. Come on. I will because of my will. Come on. I will because of my will. Some of you will kill real estate as a pilot, right? You are driven, just like Jordan. Some of you will do it like Scottie Pippen. You will assist the greats and help them to become great. Some of you will do it like Rodman. You won't score any points. You'll just be supportive. And some of you will do it because you'll put the system together that makes the great great. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time.